No pen.
What? Come on, baby. Got him! 3 kills for the M41 Walker Bulldog, baby. That was nice. Armored Warfare is an arcade-style tank game using random number generation, hit points. It still utilizes armor and damage of the gun and penetration and things that are important for tank combat, but it uses an arcade flair to it. I believe it just maybe is in late beta. I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played it since they originally offered the opportunity to pay like $15 or something, and you could get into the, I think it was the alpha. Obviously, the alpha didn't run well for me. My computer is not super robust, so there was a lot of issues with frame rate drops and things of that nature. And I really couldn't record it either, so I didn't mess with it much. This game uses, as you can tell, more modern armor. M60, the American main battle tank for a very long time, I believe from, gosh, I want to say 60-something, and this is just from memory, folks, from 60-something all the way until it was finally replaced by the Abrams. When I served in the Army, we still saw the 60s every once in a while, mostly in training battalions, but the Army was exclusively Abrams by the time I was in the Army. This game uses a dealer system rather than a country system when it comes to vehicles. When you look at this, you actually see the dealer sells different tanks. Like this dealer sells all the way down to the Abrams, which is what I'd really like to get since that's the tank I served on. I actually served on the M1A1 and the M1A2. And then also sells BMPs, which is a Russian vehicle. And I like that it's a mixture. Obviously, you have research, money, gold, very similar to a standard free-to-play game. I like how they lay everything out. If I want to look at the stats of this vehicle, I can just click this and boom, I've got the alpha damage of the vehicle, sustained damage, damage per minute, hit points, speed. And I like that you can also see the armor. This is my base, I guess. I guess I'd like to put a little park there and maybe an apartment complex for my crew and, I don't know, like maybe a Burger King. Or I don't really like Burger King, so let's do like a Taco Bell. It's kind of my favorite. I like tank games because I was a tanker. So let's check it out. And it looks like, due to the low tier that I'm at, the match is actually less players than usual. I think normally the team is quite a bit more. Game looks great. Running decently. My frames per second aren't bad. So with this program running, I'm losing about 10 frames per second or so. To give you guys the video, I will take a hit. Little white dashes, see that? I don't know what those are yet. And if anyone can tell me in the comments of this video, I'd like to know. I thought they were just like, you know, techno dance stuff, but I'm sure they have some sort of in-game purpose. M41 Walker Bulldog, a light tank, very fast. I do like that. 90mm gun with decent penetration. A 90mm gun, depending on what you're going up against, can be vicious if this was a realistic game, because then the speed can be brought into factor. I can get quickly to a spot I want to go, do a couple one-shot kills with this 90mm. See, I've been spotted. I have no idea by what, so I kind of want to get out of this area because this tank has like very little armor. And it might be by that M41 back here, so let's go see if I can help this our own M41 back here. Take full advantage of what a light tank is supposed to do. Get into position like this. When the enemy tank isn't looking, use your big gun and pretty much put it out of business. But in a game like this, an arcade-style game, your low armor and your low hit points really affects you. Shit. So now I got this guy. Winged him, hit his module, probably the commander. Yeah, it looks like the commander's position. Shit. See, I can't do... When the little arrow is red, your reticle is red, it usually means you cannot penetrate that vehicle. And he's got knocked out. Not by me, but by that Snyder guy. Alright, so now we're going to boogie. And once again, the benefit of light tanks or fast vehicles is to get into advantageous positions quickly. So look at this guy.
Good hit.
Notice that how the reticle changes from... There was one spot where it was yellow.
Target immobilized.
So now we've knocked his track off. I'm spotted. I'm going to go for that lower glacis, but that lower glacis is angled at a weird angle, so it might bounce a lot of my shots. Okay, I hit him. Look at this guy. Side turret, low armor.
Direct hit.
Let's keep doing it. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but...
Target
shit. I'm hit by, it looks like maybe that thing?
Penetrated.
So I like this 90mm gun, man. They kind of know where we are now, and they're kind of watching us. But I'm going to first try to put some shots on this guy.
Nailed him.
I kind of had a feeling he was right there. Oh, look at this. The ass end of his vehicle. Weakest point of the tank on most vehicles. Now we've immobilized him. I think his engine's out.
Good hit.
And we're going to probably put the finishing blow on this cat.
Target down.
There it is. And we got another Patton that went down in the river there. But we are getting hit by... I'm not entirely sure. That T-92 across the way?
Target hit.
So let's keep putting down on this Patton. That Patton's a heavier tank, and we don't want them to have that.
Direct hit. Good hit.
One more round, and then we're going to put him down. Let's put him to sleep.
Target
There you go. Go to bed. Alright, as we move around, let's see if we can finish that T-62 around there. Well, he's pretty far away. I probably won't be able to make it there fast enough. But we'll haul ass over there anyways.
No pen.
What? Come on, baby. Got him! Haha, 3 kills for the M41 Walker Bulldog, baby. Let's take a look at the PvE missions. I missed that like a dipshit.
Intel was right. That's got to be one of the satellites targeting our
What?
plane. Take them all out. Find the plane, get the intel, and see if there are any survivors.
See if there's any survivors of this plane crash. I'm gonna say no.
Target locked. Target eliminated. Target down.
I'm gonna run out of Sabo here, and I'm gonna end up having to use heat rounds. Load heat. Loadheat.com, dude. Loadandheat.com.
Target hit.
A lot of people are wondering, what is the difference between this and World of Tanks when it comes to artillery? One of the biggest things that has been a contention amongst players in World of Tanks. And what I can tell you is, obviously, Armored Warfare takes a different approach. And I know some people love artillery in World of Tanks. Some people say it's the worst thing ever and it's ruining the game. I found the artillery in World of Tanks, this is just my opinion, I found the artillery in World of Tanks very frustrating and very annoying. In this game, there's a different approach. Number one, when a round is coming in on you, you'll hear probably the commander yelling, incoming. So you can actually move. You have just a split second to get out from directly underneath that shell. The artillery does damage equivalent to getting hit by an enemy tank, on average. Also, splash damage. So when a round lands next to you, you get that splash damage, and it's obviously reduced damage if it had directly hit you. None of the artillery feels like that one-shot kill. Everyone that has played World of Tanks for a long enough time remembers, maybe in lower tiers, being a tank, you finally get up to the battlefield because your tank's probably kind of slow. You make it behind some cover, and then that one lucky round drops right on top of your vehicle and destroys you. Extremely frustrating. They make artillery less of an agitation and more of just another element on the battlefield. Cav with LoadHeat.com. I'm going to keep playing more tank games. I'm going to go back and play some War Thunder. Anyways, Cav with LoadHeat.com. See you on the next one.